Looks to be a nice looking pump. Motor. Tuck you down there. That's just a stainless steel coffee pot. Not the biggest of items, but the first find of the day to get the ball rolling. So hello everyone and welcome back to the GD and Son channel. I hope you're all having a great day. So it's currently 5:20 on Tuesday morning and we're going to go out and do some scrapping. So we're going to have a few hours cruising around on our own. Billy don't like to get up too early, so we're going to shoot around for about 7:30. We'll smash out a little bit of work before then, try and find some decent items. Then we've got a few pickups to go and do, scrap metal ones, and then we'll get it all dropped off and we'll go and check them prices again. So I hope you enjoy the video and stay with me and let's see what we could do. Dismantled boiler. I believe this one may have had a lead wash radiator in it. I think that whoever replaced it probably knew it was worth some money and took it out and just left all the shred. But it's been a very, very slow morning so far, so I will take it. Try not to make too much noise. Yeah, don't want to bury that trolley in case I need it later. So yeah, we've had a very slow morning so far. I mean, it's now almost 6 o'clock. My first find was about 5:30, so driven around for about half an hour, not finding anything at all. So that's the game, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll you know, pick up in the next area. Maybe there'll be other stuff to find, who knows. But as I say, we have got a couple of collections to go and do later on, and we will get it dropped off. So I've got a nice empty truck to start fresh with. But yeah, we can say we've got plenty of areas to go to, so I'm not going to get too down about it. I'm just going to keep looking forward and carry on. Another extractor van. This one looks in good condition actually. Might be a decent sized motor in there. If I get a chance to take that off and have a look, I will. So yeah, still a bit slow, but we're finding a few things. That's the main thing, you know, just picking up items and not giving up is another key. I mean, sometimes in the past when this has happened, you know, I've got the ump with it and said, oh, go home, I just won't bother, no point driving around not picking anything up. But then you miss out on something that could be around the corner. I mean, you just have to try and stay positive, and know that unfortunately with the scrap game you are going to get a few days where you don't pick up what you want to pick up, you know. I mean, I'd like to pick up a ton of metal a day, that would be ideal. You know, 170 quid's worth of metal a day, plus any waste removal jobs you could get in, that would be, you know, utterly fantastic. But it's not always going to happen like that, you know. So you just need to obviously stay positive. Even if you only pick up a few items, it's a few items you didn't have before you started. You know, you can either go back out again in a few hours time, or in the evening, however you want to do it, and continue, you know. And them few items you do get are added to the next journey, so it is always worth staying out and just trying your best. That is a washing machine. Hopefully we'll be able to take this side down. This one is heavy. Oh. Yeah, that one seemed particularly heavy than usual. Excuse me. So anyway, I was just saying, don't give up. You never know what's around the corner, and yeah, go and find a nice heavy washing machine. So just goes to show, I do speak a little bit of sense. Not everything that comes out my mouth is a load of beep. Yep. So right, I'm quite pumped with that now. I'm quite happy to find a washing machine. I've got another washing machine coming later on, and a fairly unusual item which I'm not going to mention anything about until I actually see it. I don't know the size of it or anything like that, but we will show you when we get to there, and we'll take a look at it together. So let's carry on and see what else this area has to offer. Yeah, just spotted this out of the corner of my eye. I wonder, I don't know, sometimes these flumes are alley. No, not in this particular case. I was hoping that was going to be a computer monitor, but it's not. It's like a little kid's toy. It fooled me. Oh, watch out. You walked into a ladder. So yeah, once again, these ain't heavy items, but they are items. I still need to take apart this big old boiler. That's a leery bit of stainless on there. Just got to get all these off. As I say, they're so rusted down here, the screws won't even come out. So I'm going to have to angle grind all them off. I just got to wait for a decent time to do it, really, weather-wise. As I'm working outside at the minute still. Need a nice dry day to do that, or get me bench sorted out inside, depends on which one comes quicker, really. Right, so I just picked up a boiler. It's not a massive one, it's only a small boiler, but it did have a couple of bits of copper on it and some brass. I mean, nothing too much to get excited about, but there is a few items of interest on it. So I didn't film it because the two blokes were outside just getting into their van, and I thought it seemed a bit creepy me jumping out with a camera and stuff like that. So yeah, I just went up there and asked them. They were like, yeah, fine, take it, mate. So I just literally picked it up, walked it straight back to the van. So I'll show you that when we get round to Billy's house. Just gonna go and pick him up now, and then we're gonna search around some of these local areas and see if there's anything else that we can get. And then our first pickup's at 9 o'clock. So we'll go and do a bit round here, and then we'll shoot over and do the first pickup then the second pickup, and then hopefully straight to the scrapyard after that. So stay with me and I'll show you what we're going to go and get. Yeah, so this is the one we just picked up. Got a few pipes going in there, bit of brass on the end. There's a little bit of copper and brass on this side as well, so yeah, not a massive boiler, but still boiler. This is kind of like that one over there, but this one's obviously been, that one was obviously dismantled, although I think that one did have the lead wash radiator in it, hence why they took it all apart and took all the copper off it as well, because they are actually worth a lot to strip down. So anyway, I'm just going to jump in the back here and have a quick tidy up, and then we'll get cracking. Right, so just found ourselves a washing machine, another one. This is where this old trolley now comes into being useful. Beforehand I used to have to carry this out. If I was on my own I'd have to walk it out. This is much easier. Sorted. Yeah, I'll just sort it out in a minute. I actually come around this way because I think one of my subscribers told me there could be a possible treadmill around this way, so that's what I'm actually looking for. But don't get me wrong, I'll take a washing machine when one pops up. So I think he lives down in this next block, so we'll just keep an eye out for a treadmill, and hopefully we'll be able to grab that as well. Yes, a big shout out to one of my subscribers, Robbie, for letting me know about this. Oh. I don't know if it's best I mean, it's got wheels there, but I don't know how you'd push it on the wheels. Oh, unless, hold on, lay it down so it would, so obviously put your end.
That's on wheels now.
Hey?
It's on wheels now.
No.
Yeah, bro, that's what wheels.
No, it's not. That's not wheels. You'd put it like that, and then you just lift this bit up, I think.
No, it's the bottom. Not close to it on wheels. That's what wheels there. That's literally a wheel.
Is it? Oh man. You mugged me right off. Lift it back up then.
See that wheels? You want to knock it backwards?
Well, let's just grab it like this. We'll just...
Not like that.
No. Oh, it's heavy old thing, isn't it? Run me into the post. Right, let's rest it here a minute. And lift this washing machine up.
Ready?
Yep. Salty, if you move that trolley, Bill,
yeah,
and the broom, I'm going to try and squeeze it down that side. That's a nice old find, that. I've got a bit more space to get a few other items on later on. I mean, it says on there, yours for the taking. I don't know if that means.
I think that's the bike, bro.
That's knackered. My brakes don't work on it. That's all good. Yeah, I don't normally check these bin sheds around here, but I think I might have to start.
Take me up twice.
There's a couple of bikes buried underneath this carpet. I think that looks like all of it, Bill. Right, so yeah, we just picked up all this bed frame, a few other little items as well, ironing board and stuff. I'm just going to try and sort this bed frame out now because it's rattling away like a good one. And then we're going to have to go and do our jobs now because we are running out of space on the back. Obviously the two boilers, I could just chuck them off at home, but it's wasting time going over there. I'm hoping if I jiggle things around I can slide stuff underneath there in that gap, you know, tuck it away, and then when we go to the scrapyard we'll just keep on what we want to keep on. So anyway, we're going to try and sort this bed frame out and then we're going to do the jobs. Right, so we've just been to the co-op and got some drinks because we're going to need some energy for this next one. I'll say I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. I'm going to leave it a little bit of a surprise. I'm hoping with me, Bill, and if the other bloke might give us a hand, we should all be able to get this out. So we will see, only time will tell. We're going to head there now. So yeah, nice gentleman, when we went into the co-op, he just came over and collared us basically and said he's got a tumble dryer for us. So he's just got that out. So we are doing quite well. We've got quite a decent load on already. Plus I am picking a washing machine up at this next place as well as another item, the mystery item I'm going to call it. So that's going to put us in a good position anyway. And then I've also got to try and get a little tin shed on it somehow as well. So I'm not really sure. I've got two sheds now. One of my subscribers, Robbie, he tipped me off this morning about a treadmill, which is the one you've seen us load on. He's literally phoned me up and said he's dismantling a shed, but he said this shed's like a mansion. It's, you know, got wire inside it, cable, all bits of metal. So yeah, we're going to try and get that on, but we're not going to be able to get that on as well as the other stuff we've got on. So we're going to have to tip the metal off and then go and get this, and that'll be a start for tomorrow's load. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to turn it down. All the metal I can get is helpful to me. So right, we're going to go and get these items now and we'll show you what it is. Right, so yeah, this was the washing machine that we just picked up, and this was the mystery item. Yes, it is a safe. And the annoying thing is the bloke said he's never been able to open it, so that is really frustrating because I want to know what's inside this. I mean, could be nothing. I mean, it took 3 of us to lift it on. This is thick old, you can see, thick old steel. So I generally don't know what I want to do with this, whether or not I want to try and cut through it or what really. Very annoying. I'm going to have to try and look to see if a locksmith would be able to drill out this lock and maybe get into it for me so I could check, because I'll be kicking myself, man, if if I don't check inside there and there's like money or something, I don't know. The house we picked it up from was about 1,000 of my houses joined up into one. It was an insane place. So yeah, that is the mystery item. It weighs a lot. I would say there is probably almost a ton on there, if not more than a ton. Plus we've still got the boilers, you know, the copper on that one. This one's got some really thick copper piping that I need to obviously cut off. And we've got 4 washing machines as well. Yep, you heard me. 3 washing machines and a tumble. So yeah, I've got to try and get all the motors out of the washing machines. This one here, I believe, is the tumble. Yep. So 2 washing machines at the front, plus that one. 3 motors to get out. Pump down there. Yeah, so we've done pretty well today. We're just going to go and pick up this bit of tin shed now. And then obviously try and get it all dropped off, and then I've got to go and do another little collection. Right, so we couldn't actually pick up the shed because it was a lot bigger than what I was expecting it to be. So yeah, we've got to go and get this load gone, but I really need to get the motors off that washing machine. So I forgot that I had a little bathtub, well, I say little bathtub, it's not little, full-size bathtub, to go and pick up now. Guy's just going to pay cash for that to be gone. So we're going to go pick that up now, take that home, shove that into the garage, and then go around to my house, and we're going to try and get the motors all off of these washing machines, and then we'll take a load of scrap down. As I say, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that safe yet. I mean, part of me just wants to chuck it off and be done with it. The other part of me says, you know, don't be a fool, crack it open and, you know, see what's inside. But the amount of work that it would probably require to actually get into the safe, you know, if you do all that and there's nothing in there, it's going to be a bit of a bust, you know. So I'm going to message the guy at the scrapyard and see whether he's got any sort of resources down there to get into it, and then I would just make a decision on that. So anyway, we're going to head now, pick up the bathtub, and then I'll catch back with you in a bit. Right, so yeah, we just stopped to make a quick phone call, and scrap metal just keeps throwing itself at us. So bloke wants us to take all these and the barbecue, so all adds up, all adds up. Oh, carry 100 bikes and 100 scooters at the same time without it falling. Right where the barbecue's going to want to go. I suppose we could put it there and I'll just strap it. It looks rusted to shocker though.
Really?
Don't know if you noticed that, Bill. I didn't know where he went. I lost you. I was getting worried. Well, almost perfect. Yeah, I think we'll definitely put a strap over that, just to be on the safe side. Yep, that's alright, we'll leave like that. Yes, we just had a phone call from someone wanting to get rid of two two-seater sofas and a puff. Or footstool. Footbill, because he's looking at me a bit strange. He don't like that word. So yeah, we going to give him a quote. They don't want it till next week anyway, so let's go and get the bathtub because it's only around the corner, and then we'll go and crack on with what else we've got to do. So we're just down at APM, and they're going to try and see whether or not they can get into this safe for me. I've got him intrigued. There he goes, he's got it up. He's going to put it down. They're going to try and use a cutting device to try and get into it. Hey?
He's gone straight through it.
Has he?
Look, come round. Straight through the side. Move that way. There's nothing in it.
Ah.
Straight through the side.
Worth a shot. Yeah. How is it? Ah.
Nightmare to get no wonder why.
Right, so we've just finished at APM, and yeah, good blokes down there. They were going to get into the safe for me, or try with the oxyacetylene, try and burn it out, but funny enough, I think where it'd been outside for so long, the actual metal on the outside was quite rusty. So when they picked it up with that claw, the big grab, it just went literally straight through the side, and we had a little peek in and there was absolutely nothing. So someone said it wasn't a complete safe, it was more like a safe storage thing. It wasn't like a high-tech safe. So I'm glad I didn't pay the 100 odd quid that the locksmith was going to charge me to get into it. So anyway, what do we have on? 960 kilo. Oh, the rate has gone down by a fiver now. It's now 165 a ton rather than the 170. So we've got £158 and 40 pence, which is a good amount just for shred. That was, you know, we've kept on some pots and pans, and we've got some wire on, a bit of stainless and stuff like that. So they'll go into our non-ferrous bits. And what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to see one of my subscribers, Robbie, who tipped me off this morning about the washing machine and the treadmill. We're going to shoot over to his place now where he's doing a bit of work, and go and grab some metal off him there, and yeah, so we're going to show you what we've got when we get there. Right, so I've just been over to see Robbie, who tipped me off about some metal and some wire, and it's good stuff, you know, it's all shippable cable, so really happy with all that. Right, so we're supposed to be going back and getting a metal shed now, but I'm not going to bother doing it today because I've been out for a long time. I just want to get home and have a shower and sort myself out. So the bloke who I'm getting the shed from, I know him quite well, so he said don't worry about it, it's in the garden, it's not going anywhere. He's off all this week and next week, so there's no immediate rush for it. So I just want to say a big thank you for watching. If you did like the video, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and make sure you hit the bell because you'll see my videos come up in the future. So anyway, just want to say take care, and I'll see you all on the next video.